Are we recording?
Yeah, we've been recording.
I didn't know we were recording. Hey there, sexy people.
We're coming at you from Planet 7.
Oh yeah, 7 for sexy.
7 isn't even in sexy. God, you're stupid.
Don't break the mood.
I'm breaking the freaking mood because you're
All
wrong.
right, well now
you're
it's ruined.
factually wrong.
Now it's ruined.
You're factually wrong.
How are we supposed to pull tail? Hey, welcome to the podcast, everybody.
White Game Podcast, this is Jeff.
This is sexy Adam McLaughlin.
Not sexy. If you saw down his shorts like I'm seeing right now, it's
Can
not
you see
a
down my
pretty
shirt?
thing.
He can see down my shorts.
Yeah, he needs to not
I'm not wearing underwear
hoochie
today.
shorts to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm wearing shorts, whatever.
Hoochie shorts.
They're hoochie. All right,
They're
today's
like Laura. If picture Adam as Lara Croft in cosplay, that's what you got right now.
Well, I do have some guns strapped to my sides and a ponytail.
When he says guns, he means fat rolls.
Oh,
And they're not really strapped. They're just a part of him.
Mm-hmm. I in my defense, the reason that I've been putting on weight is because it's the only thing that shields me from the radiation off of Jeff's bald spot.
It's not a bald spot. It's a receding hairline.
It's a receding hairline.
Bald spot usually implies the back. I've
Yeah.
got a full head of hair in the back.
Yeah, this isn't so much a bald spot as a bald mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I?
What,
I can't think of the word I want to use. Self-luminescent? No. I don't know. Anyway, welcome. We got a couple things we want to talk about. We're going to go through some mails later, including some mails from someone who's texting me from their phone number. I don't know if you ever want to give me your phone number. It might actually be a friend of mine. I'm not sure.
I see. Jeff thinks it's a phone number. I'm pretty sure it's an Android code. I think it's a robot.
Do you want to? You want to go over the mails first, since we're talking about them?
Well, why not? We got the mails. We got the mails right here. Jeff has his blue,
Okay.
whatever the fuck that thing is.
Our good friend Dusty, and just to be clear, Dusty, you're not the only guy who emails us. It's just most people just email us crap.
Hey, Dusty.
Hey, Dusty. Anyway, we were talking about Doctor Who a few episodes back.
The Frankenstein Doctor Who.
Yeah, well, he said the first time I saw the new Doctor Who, I thought he looked like Frankenberry.
That's yeah, because he's pink instead of green. So I could see that.
And he said, but Matt Smith's awkward face is offset by Karen Gillan's hotness.
Yeah, definitely true. Doctor Who's always good for having some hot ladies in there.
Although Karen Gillan, I went and looked at on Wikipedia or on Google image search, not as hot when she's not in Doctor Who.
See, that's kind of the thing with Doctor Who.
She's kind of freakish looking.
That's the way it works with Doctor Who. It's because when you're next to Doctor Who, especially the new one, you can't help but look good.
And this, yeah, that's true.
And the nice thing is, if it ever rains, they film in England. She can just go under his eyebrows.
Oh shit!
And get sheltered from the rain. This fucking giant Cro-Magnon forehead.
Yeah. So I'm just skimming Dusty's email because he had a couple of good points. Jennifer Connelly is really hot in Requiem for a Dream. That's the name of the movie I was trying to remember and I couldn't.
Yep, she was hot in that.
This was pre-Comic-Con, but he also mentioned that Human Centipede 2 is coming out in 2011 for all those people who went and rushed out and Netflix the movie after we talked about it.
If you haven't seen Human Centipede, you need to. And can I just say, the best thing, like I like to eat munchies while I'm watching movies. Big bowl of chocolate pudding.
Dried crickets.
Chocolate pudding. Just eat a big bowl of chocolate pudding and watch Human Centipede. You'll love it.
No, not so much.
I liked it.
You're fucking weird, though.
I dipped a payday bar into it while I was doing it.
That is so disturbing. You are such a fat ass. Okay. So this other guy, and I will not read his email address. He has no name. I assume this is someone I know, but okay. It starts with a 9 and ends in vtex.com. You know who you are if you sending this.
9 VTEX.
9.
You should change his name to 9 VTEX.
At vtex.com.
9 VTEX.
So it said, "Hey Adam, how do you not have an Xbox? ? I'll tase your ass."
Well, I don't think that's called for at all.
I do. Adam needs his ass tased.
The reason I don't have an Xbox
Might lose some weight.
is because I don't want to buy an Xbox.
Wow.
That's
because I don't like good games. I like being screwed by a multinational corporation.
Wait a minute. Are you saying the makers of Xbox aren't a multinational corporation?
They're pretty much U.S. only.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can
They
get
do
an
games in
Xbox
other
in
countries.
Japan. Anyway, I would argue that they're a multinational corporation. I actually do plan on getting an Xbox. I'm going to buy a used one of the older ones, for $100. Because that's how I roll.
Yeah, that's because you're freaking awesome.
No, it's because I'm frugal.
And he also mentioned this 9-star VTEX.com guy. In podcast 21, Adam sang a whole new world from Aladdin as you talked about India. Aladdin takes place in Turkey, you jackass, during the Ottoman Empire.
You know what? You know what's sad? You calling me a jackass when you're clearly a friggin' Disney fan.
I actually added the jackass.
Well, that's just sad. Like, who cares enough? Here's the thing. If Aladdin was actually contextually accurate, why would Robin Williams be the genie? It's just stupid. It's stupid. I'm gonna say shenanigans on that text because it didn't occur anyplace. It occurred in a fictitious land of cartoons. Bam, take that.
Got a couple good pieces of feedback on the drunk podcast, which we'll have to do at some point.
Yes, we are planning on doing a drunk podcast
with Cronin,
with Ryan Cronin, and I would like to film it.
We'll see. We'll film it, but whether we post it anywhere is a whole nother question.
We're gonna post it.
It depends on how YouTube appropriate it is. If
Jeff doesn't want to post it, I will post it on my
So you
channel.
can email us your suggestions on how it should work. We had an idea. Dusty emailed his too. So here's his idea. Adam says something gay almost every time he speaks. Which I agree with.
You know, I don't even
I
know
haven't
these
finished
people.
the
They say awful
podcast yet.
shit.
So what I'm saying, okay. I think the rule should be that anytime Adam says something unintentionally gay, you and Cronin call him on it. You have to drink.
Well,
Should
I have
happen
to
a lot.
drink?
Yeah, Adam has to drink. On the other hand, if you or Cronin say something unintentionally gay and Adam calls you on it, you take 2 drinks. It's been known to happen, but shouldn't be that often. That's why we have to take 2 drinks, and you only take 1 drink.
Yeah, I think Jeff could get 2 inside him.
Also,
Drink, everybody at home.
Also, you should let us know beforehand that's going to happen, and maybe even let us know that you'll be drinking. I'm not above getting drunk alone while I yell at my TV because some little kid is beating me in Mod Nation Racers. Not that that's ever happened before.
Oh, don't lie. You know that's happened.
I was drinking, getting my ass kicked in World of Warcraft PvP the other day, but it might have been a self-fulfilling prophecy where the more I drank, the worse I was, and the more I got my ass kicked.
That's true. You know what? Speaking of this, kids beating the shit out of you, Street Fighter. I got the newest Street Fighter. We talked about it last time. I hate playing that online. I can't stand playing it online. I
can't play StarCraft for the same reason.
Yeah, I just get my ass handed to me, and I can't even throw a punch. You know, I'm like, it drives me so...
Yeah, but we've proved that you have no fighting game skills.
I am good at fighting games.
Yeah, go watch the video on YouTube if you haven't seen it.
Oh, God, don't watch the video. You know what? No, watch the video. It's good to watch video, but that's not the point. You know, we want you to watch video, but that was a fluke, I'd like to say. I want a rematch.
Well, we'll do a rematch when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 comes out.
All right, we will do a rematch, and I will kick your ass.
Yep. That's what you said.
You know, you didn't show the ones where I actually beat you that day.
You didn't beat me.
I beat you. I beat you once.
You beat me once at the beginning
Bam.
when I wasn't button mashing.
Yeah, when you were actually trying to do things.
Okay.
Just because you're luckier.
So the last email that I want to go over was Ayanu Cosma.
Ayanu Cosma.
Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But he said, hey, love your podcast. Could you maybe talk a little about Fable 3 and Cataclysm? Okay, Fable 3 we talked about once before, a while ago.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more when it actually comes out.
Or comes closer to shipping and there's more info. But we're definitely buying it.
Yeah.
As for Cataclysm, Adam doesn't play WoW. We keep talking about filming him playing WoW for the first time. Yeah. We just need to kind of schedule time to do it because I want to get a good couple hours in.
Oh, God.
He's dreading it so much.
Yeah.
But Cataclysm, I've been playing the beta, kind of, sort of. I try not to play it too much because I don't want the shit ruined.
Well, why don't you tell us the gist? What is Cataclysm for the people out there who might not know?
Well, that would just be you. Everyone listening to this podcast.
No, there's like 3 people out there who
If you're listening, email me, podcast@wackygamer.com, and tell me if you don't know what Cataclysm is.
Just say what Cataclysm is.
I seriously want you to email me if you didn't know before hearing this podcast.
All right.
Okay.
Send out the email. I hope you get a million.
Expansion to World of Warcraft. Period. That's all I'm saying about it.
It's what?
It's expansion to World of Warcraft.
That's all you're going to say about it?
It's a new one, yeah, coming out in the fall. No, I'm going to continue if you shut the hell up for 2 seconds.
All right.
So... I've been trying not to play anything I was going to play when it actually came out. So I play Alliance mostly on the shipping servers. So I rolled a Goblin. The Goblin starting area is pretty cool. It's an all-new race. I flew around on my level 80, the old world, with my dragon, taking screenshots and stuff. There's a lot of cool visual changes all across the world, a lot of cool neat little story things all over the place. Adam's bored, but someone asked me to talk about this, so I'm talking about it. And then what did I do lately? Uldum is out, sort of.
Ooh.
Which is this whole new area that's very Egyptian themed.
Oh, dude, that was a doo-wop band.
Oh, Uldum.
Billy Joel started that band.
Damn, he's so retarded.
Doom-a-loom. Like, that was one of their songs, right?
Ooh, Diddy. Talk about the girls from New York City. It's
That's
not
copyright.
Billy Joel.
We're going to have to pay for that.
No, we don't. It's a cover. Okay, so anyway, Uldum is out, but not filled with anything yet. Like, there's no enemies anywhere, so you just kind of poke around and look around the world. And
wow.
But Harrison Jones makes a return. Spoiler.
Who's Harrison Jones? Is he like a womanizer
WoW
in World of Warcraft?
And our semi-partner channel, Trade Chat, on YouTube with Panzerborn, talked about this. But WoW does a lot of pop culture references.
Yeah.
And Harrison Jones is Indiana Jones.
Oh.
They took the first name of Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones.
So why is Indiana Jones in World of Warcraft?
Just for fun. So the one mission you initially encounter him in original, it's actually in Lich King, is in Grizzly Hills. You find him in a cave looking for something, and then you fight a big snake.
And then it turns out it's really an alien.
No.
And they ruined the franchise?
No, that wasn't in that yet. I don't think Cataclysm came out before Indiana Jones Crystal Skull came out. But anyway, there's pop culture references all over. There's Harris Pilton, and she's got a gigantic handbag.
Oh, God, I'm going to puke.
There's all kinds of random stuff like that. Anyway, Harrison Jones is there. What else can I talk about without giving too many spoilers? That's about it. The new UI is cool. Lots of nice like UI features, like being able, this is so stupid, but on the minimap you can pick one thing to look for, like trainers or vendors or whatever. Mm-hmm. In the new one, you can select multiple things to show up on your map. And they don't just show up as a little yellow dot, they show up as a little icon indicating what it is, which is kind of handy.
Awesome.
See, Adam doesn't give a shit.
Adam doesn't give a shit. Because I seriously will not play World of Warcraft.
Yes, you will, because we're going to film it.
I'll do it for that. But seriously, I look at World of Warcraft like heroin.
I look at World of Warcraft like I'm looking at Adam's nuts.
Yeah, so what? You can see my nuts.
Like, I don't know why I'm looking at it.
Oh,
but
by the way, everybody drink. For the fact that Jeff's intentionally looking at my sack. Here's the thing with World of Warcraft. To me, it's like heroin. Everybody says, oh, it's awesome, it's a great thing. But I get the feeling like if I try it once, I'm going to get hooked on it and then have to, buy heroin all the time. I just don't want to get into World of Warcraft. Yeah, because
you've never done that with any other drug.
That's not the point. My addiction to marijuana isn't what we're talking about. We're talking about World of Warcraft. I'm pretty sure I'll spend a lot more time on World of Warcraft than I would with high. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
They go hand in hand, I'm pretty sure.
My wife's probably playing World of Warcraft right now.
She is. She was when I came in. Like, oh, everybody, by the way, today's Jeff's birthday.
No, it's not.
I know, it was actually Wednesday, but whatever.
Week. Yeah.
So we're gonna sing happy birthday to Jeff. You guys start at home and then I'll pitch in. You assholes, nobody even start. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother. Way to go, Jeff. Nobody cared.
I don't care.
Yeah. Nobody cares.
I didn't care about my birthday at all.
But we're going to get drunk for it.
Yay!
Yeah, motherfucker.
Going to a German place. Anyway, you want to... Oh, Xbox Live Arcade?
Yeah.
Monday Night Combat came out either this week or the week prior. Don't remember which. It's fun. It is really, really fun. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and it's still fun. It's a team-based... I would liken it to Capture the Flag or Team Fortress 2.
Team-based capture the flag battle royale.
Yeah, except you don't capture flags as much. You just got to destroy a thing in the other people's base.
Yeah, you have to take over their base.
But it begs the question. So I'm having a lot of fun with the game, but a couple times during the day, it's really not that popular as a Call of Duty because it's downloadable and those games just tend not to sell as big. In Call of Duty, you can get into a match like within a minute, right? Be playing. This thing sometimes it takes up to 5 minutes, and it's new.
Yeah.
So I just picture in like 6 months, nobody's going to be playing it, and it's going to be a $5 game that you can't play. Really.
Yeah, you voiced this this concern last week when we were playing this together, actually. And I can see where you're coming from, the fact that there's not many people on right now, but the game is so interesting and involved. I think the number of people playing it will just continue to increase.
I don't know, it'll be interesting to see, but it does beg the question, like, what happens to an online game when it starts to die? Cuz it's online only as far as I can tell. I did not see, and there may be a way, I just didn't find it or look for it. To put bots in for players, but at least when I was playing, it would find 3 or 4 people and then start the game, and then other people would join in later.
Well, I think if it is only an online game, that's a big friggin' mistake.
I would agree,
because I don't want to play a game that I'm dependent on strangers who I don't know to play with me. Because
you just hate online.
I don't hate online. I play Unreal Tournament online all the time. I love Unreal Tournament online.
You've played, you don't.
I play it all the time.
I know, you need to get a new fucking game is what I was going to say.
That's a
but
really
you prodded me into saying it.
But it's a really good game.
Yeah, but you're still fucking stupid for not getting a new game.
Well, give me another first-person shooter that's that quick, easy, and fun.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, really?
Halo.
See,
wait, need an Xbox. Wah, wah, wah.
Whatever.
Gears of War. Wah, wah, wah.
Need an Xbox. Yeah. I'm getting an Xbox. Everybody can just shut the hell up about it. All right?
I'll tase him if he doesn't get one by the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm getting one from Red, my friend Red.
That's what you said like months ago.
Yeah, it takes me time.
It takes
me
time
to get $100 together. Like a bunch of
Can't
bunch
you
of
just
shit
do
happened.
Red some favors?
I already do him favors, but he got used to getting those favors
Drink.
for free. Drink. You might as well finish that whole beer that you're holding.
But yeah, I don't know. The other game that looked interesting but got terrible reviews, but I was watching some people play it at work, was Shank.
This is the first I've heard of it.
I think it's called Shank.
What is it?
It's like the old Metal Slug games.
Yeah.
You remember Metal Slug?
Yeah, Metal Slug was fun.
It's that style of like Metal Slug, Contra, side-scrolling, ass-kicking kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very stylized graphics like Metal Slug. Asian-themed, I would say. And the guy who was playing it when I was watching said that the controls were actually really smooth. And then I read the complete contrary on it on a gaming website. I haven't had a chance to check it out, but if you're out there, go check it out. It's at least on Xbox Live Arcade. Not sure if it's on PS3.
Yeah, it sounds fun, but I mean, I don't know. I get the feeling that the time of the side scroller is kind of gone.
You're wrong.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking of games like the one that comes to mind right away is Little Big Planet.
Yeah. But Little Big Planet wasn't really a side scroller. It was just kind of this goofy sandbox
it was goofy
game.
And my problem was, I lost interest. I lose interest in side scrollers.
Yeah, but that one had no interesting. I lost interest in Little Big Planet in like an hour.
No, I almost got to the end.
Good for you.
But then again, that took like 4 hours.
Yeah,
it wasn't that hard.
And it's a $50 game, where this thing's like $5.
Yeah,
$10.
Yeah.
So
That's
4 hour $10 Metal Slug, sure, I'd buy it.
And at the same time that I'm saying the side scrollers might be dead, I really want to play the new Mega Man. So I guess I'm a hypocrite.
You've been outed.
Yeah.
They're certainly not dead on the DS.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's different with handheld. It's just a different experience.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't play handheld anymore.
Yeah, that's because you're stupid.
No, I think
it's because you're fat.
No,
because you're gay.
No, it's because
then I'm out of questions to ask.
You know what it is? It's because the times that I want to play handheld games, I'm on the bus or I'm traveling, and a lot of the times the lighting, like from windows and stuff, shining on the screen makes it so I can barely
That's
see
why you
anything.
need to get one of those visors that you just put the handheld up to right in front of your face.
Yeah.
You look really awesome on the bus with all
And
those.
that's another thing. I'm 31. I'm just like,
God, you're old.
you're older than I am.
I know.
Whatever.
You had a game you want to talk about.
Yeah, I got a couple games I want to talk about.
Gamefly, I assume?
Yep. Let's
Thank
see.
God you got Gamefly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you don't have to buy shit used games. You can just rent them and return them.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad games out there.
I know, and you're determined to play them all, apparently.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I do. What was the first game I wanted to talk about? What was it? Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
Strike Force. All right, I love Dynasty Warriors. Do you like Dynasty Warriors, Jeff?
Never really got into them.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the whole battlefield and having to really, think about who I'm going to attack and everything. And basically, Dynasty Warriors Strike Force took everything that I liked about the game and got rid of it. So now, instead of having a huge battlefield and having to find out where the generals are, I go through stages, and there's a loading process between each part of the stage. Like, they cut up the map into certain rooms. There's no way to defeat all the enemies. Like, they'll just keep coming and keep coming in the one cut-off section. And what ends up happening is you can win each of these battles by not even fighting anybody. You just have to run all the way through, get to the end, and then kill the boss. And it took everything that I liked from the game and just eliminated it. And my question would be, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand why. It reminds me of Zelda. Like, the first Zelda game was so awesome, and then Link came out, and Link was nothing like Zelda. They took everything I loved from Zelda, got rid of it, and had this side scroller.
The side scroller was awesome.
I didn't like
kidding.
it. It was
bad.
awful.
Yeah,
it was awful. And my question being,
who thought this was a good idea?
Who thought it was a good idea? Like,
yeah.
I'm all for revamping your game, but you should keep the things in the game that made it that game. It's not like, hey, we're going to do a new Street Fighter game. It's going to be you're a cook and there's hamburgers falling from the ceiling. No, that's fucking Hamburger Time. There's a different game, and I don't give a shit.
Burger Time.
Whatever.
I'm just, before someone else corrects you, I'll correct you right now.
Thank you. One less email you have to read.
People do like correcting us.
Yeah, well, I make mistakes all the time.
Dude, the YouTube channel, so we do this Nerd Wars for those of you who haven't seen it, because some people only listen to audio podcast. And we argue who would win in a fight. And there's funny images and some video of the characters doing stuff. But the funny thing is, like, some people just, I don't know if they don't get it. The point of Nerd Wars is more for us to argue than for anyone to win or be right.
Yeah, there's no...
And we riff it. We totally improv it. We don't really prep it. Like, I'll occasionally...
We never prepare.
If I don't know the character very well, I'll just go and make sure, like, I know what race they are.
Wikipedia. He looks on Wikipedia.
Yeah, Wikipedia real quick, just to be like, okay, yeah. There was a pink outfit for Samus Aran. Like, I don't remember, but I vaguely remember.
Oh, so Thor's the god of thunder.
Yeah, not the god of vaginas. But
there is a god of vaginas.
People are like, dude, I'm stopping watching this shit because you're just wrong. You're a fail nerd, fail nerd. And most of the time, the point they're nitpicking on is something that was in some, like, Halo novel.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry if you have read and memorized every Halo novel. I'm really sorry for you.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm sorry. I'm disappointed.
And disappointed in you. Well, son,
you could have done better.
Yeah, you could have picked a better novel series at the very least.
Yeah.
But they really, really like to point out when we're wrong. Some people just like to do it and they have fun with it and it's fine.
Other I love it when they rip us apart.
Yeah, and like, most of the time, when they're joking around, they're just like, "Ha, you fucking idiot! Ha, 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 love you guys." At the end, right? Yeah. Like, whatever, fine. But it's the guys that are like, "Fuck these idiots!" Halo, fucking, his name's Noble Six. Why are you showing footage? Okay, while I'm on it, Altair versus Ezio. Okay, I did make one mistake in speaking when I said Renaissance clothing because I should have said medieval Crusader clothing or whatever.
Oh, that's
talking
true.
About Altair.
It is medieval.
But then I showed footage of Ezio, which compounded the problem, and I fucking had, excuse the language, I fucking had a thing on the video, an annotation that said
a disclaimer.
Using footage of AC2 because I couldn't find footage of AC1 that was in HD. And I don't like looking at old-ass footage, right?
Yeah.
And it's basically the same character. Sure, it's a different fucking story, but
It's
they
the
have the same
character.
abilities.
It's
now,
the same character. They just gave him a different name.
And put him in the Renaissance.
It's
so,
like Mario and Luigi, same guy. I'm sorry.
It would be fun to have Renaissance. That's all they thought, right? And here's another fucking thing someone pointed out, is when I shanked you, I shanked you with the wrong hand. Because Altair didn't... I'm like, I'm fucking right-handed. I shanked him with my right hand. I'm sorry about that.
But Altair's left-handed?
Or something like that. That's what the guy said. I didn't fucking check it because I'm not an asshole.
Well, I think that's the thing. Some people take the arguments and the discussions we have seriously, whereas, and so when we make fun of people and we make fun of games, they think like this is a serious gauntlet being thrown down.
We've been told we're racist and homophobic.
But the thing is,
when Adam's dick is in my mouth, I am not homophobic at all.
Well, I have to say in that case, I am a little, just because I'm afraid of you biting.
That's dentophobic.
Dentophobic? Well,
yeah.
but I'm afraid of you. And you're gay. so I don't know. Maybe. But I think the thing is, it's like the interviews that I do with the puppets sometime at the conventions.
The shows, yeah.
So I go to comic book conventions and I do interviews on the street, and some people, I'll make a joke about them and they'll laugh. Like the Superman who was gay and was
the gay
really
couple?
overweight, and he's with a couple with his kids. Yeah. And we made some jokes about them, nothing about being gay.
Yeah, like, hey, the what would you say? The Justice League has really let themselves go.
Yeah, the Justice League has let themselves go, and is our yellow sun affecting your weight, Superman? Things like that. And he laughed, right? Because that's the point. We're all nerds, and it's like, why not look at ourselves and have some fun?
He can see Adam and also know that Adam's overweight. It's not like...
Yeah, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but some people, especially people for Repo the Genetic Opera, where if you haven't seen Repo the Genetic Opera, to describe it, gothy, emo, hipster
Steampunk?
Musical.
No,
it's just crap. It's like if Paris Hilton tried to write a musical, and with her limited knowledge of music, that is exactly.
And she was.
And by the way, she's in it. So it's just crap. But the people for Repo the Genetic Opera, I'd go up to them and be like, so what's your costume supposed to be? And they would just get pissed off and start nitpicking, like, well, actually, I'm not a woman. Well, you're wearing a woman's fur coat.
Yeah, you're wearing a
and
bustier.
You have a perm. You have a bustier on. Like, well, no, I'm Zartan or whatever. And somebody's going to write an email. Zartan was actually in G.I. Joe. Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
Zoltan.
Zoltan? No, Zartan. Zartan. Zartan.
Somebody will know that reference.
What's Zoltan?
Keep going.
Anyway, I think it's kind of funny that we're a group of people who like some of the nerdiest shit and some of just, pathetic things that really have nothing to do with real life, and I just think it's funny that people can't just see it as funny and just laugh about it a little bit and still enjoy it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like, the video I did, which was commenting on people's costumes, people said lame, that's fine. I don't mind that. You don't like it, fine.
Yeah, that's cool if you
whatever.
don't like it.
But when they're like, dude, you're just evil. Like, you're just angry. And I'm like, dude, I was being sarcastic about their fucking outfits. Yes, some of them needed some dental work. All right? What do you want me to do about it? And yeah, Supergirl needed to eat something. And Storm could have lost a couple pounds. I'm sorry I said it. You were thinking it, and now you're angry at me for pointing it out.
I thought Storm looked good.
No, you didn't see the Storm I put in that video.
I still liked it.
More cushion for the pushing, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hello, ladies. Yeah, chauvinistic I will take.
Fat bottom girls make the rockin' world go round.
Did you hear that, people?
Yep, and before you start saying that I'm sexist, Freddie Mercury said that, and he was gay. He's actually bi.
Well, he was pretty gay.
Nah, it was the 70s. He was just all over the place.
He was David Bowie in it.
Yeah.
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 I'm going to fuck Mick Jagger for the hell of it.
Yeah. See, that's my thing. If you're David Bowie, you can have sex with any guy that you wanted to.
I know. And you pick Mick
Jagger. But not even young Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
Like creepy, weird Leatherface Mick Jagger.
See, I think I would have tried
late
to
80s.
tap Paul McCartney at the time, maybe.
Paul McCartney, yeah. I think Paul McCartney would be a fun guy. He'd be like.
Except then he'd probably break into a Wings song right in the middle of.
No, he'd do that while he was cooking you breakfast. Yeah.
Do you think Paul McCartney calls his dick a yellow submarine?
Yes. I don't even have to think about it.
I thought about this on the crapper the other day.
Yeah, this is all I think about. How would the Beatles act during one night stands? I think probably in order of the best one night stands, Paul McCartney, I think would be number one. Ringo, oddly enough, number two. He would be nice. He'd be polite and grateful. Then I'd say Harrison, and then last Lennon.
I put Lennon if he's high. He bumps up to number 3.
See, I'd say Lennon would probably be one of those guys who he'd bang you, and then he'd be like, "Well, there's some money for a cab on the dresser." It's like, Lennon.
That's fine by me.
Yeah, but
do you really want to hang out with Ringo? You can't even fucking understand him.
I want to hang out with Ringo. At least for breakfast. Let me sleep. I got done pleasuring you. Let me sleep for the night.
So what if John Lennon just walked out and left you there with a note?
I bet he would. I bet he'd probably wait for me to be asleep. We'd be in some sleazy hotel. He'd just leave a note on the pillow like, "Hey, gotta go. I've been dead for years." I'm like, Lennon.
You screwed dead John Lennon?
Well, yeah, he's a
John
zombie.
Lennon's ghost.
Well, we have to be realistic. The man's dead.
You are so disturbing.
Oh, by the way, everybody at home, drink. Just drink as much as you can for that whole...
The sad thing is that was not intentional.
No, that wasn't.
And then after the fact, he's like, "Oh yeah, that was."
Oh yeah, you got to drink.
You had another game though. We got distracted.
Yeah. What was the other game that I wanted to talk about? Oh, Lord of the Rings Conquest.
Oh, is that the one that's kind of squad based?
Yeah, kind of squad based. You have to. It's big battlefields. You have to capture certain areas of the battlefield.
Oh, that's not the
progress.
game I was thinking of.
It's all right. You know, I've only played an hour, so I can't, be that judgmental. It's fun. You get a lot of different characters. You can be a fighter, mage, assassin, or an archer. You get to be the heroes too. That being said, not that compelling. It's one of those things where it's like I died during a fight, and I'm just like, quit game. Like, oh, all of your progress will be erased. Who gives a shit? Like I can walk away from that game anytime. Oh, my hot pocket's done. Well, I'll just turn off the fucking system.
You're so mean.
What?
Why do you gotta turn off your system? Leave that shit on.
Kill
the Earth. Ooh, speaking of killing the Earth, I ordered a new TV.
Hey, way to kill the Earth.
I'm so excited. So excited.
How big is it?
It's a 46-inch. It's smaller than the one I have.
Wait, but so why'd you get a smaller TV than the one that you have?
I had a 5 or 6 year old rear projection TV.
Yeah.
And it's kind of going. It's not 1080p. It's not very bright. So we moved since we've had it.
Yeah.
And our old apartment was relatively dark or easy to darken.
Mm-hmm.
This one, we get morning sun. You can't see the fucking screen in the morning at all. Like, you can, if it's bright image on the TV, like, it's all white or they're outdoors, you can see enough. Well, but if you're watching anything even remotely dark.
Well, the real question, what are you going to do with your old TV?
It's going to be right there.
Oh, okay. You're gonna
move it to the basement.
Move it to the basement.
We do this every time we get a new TV. We do a TV rotation. So that one will end up on the street if you want it.
So really, you're just going to dump out a TV on the street? I've never understood that. Because people just dump out perfectly...
That TV probably isn't worth more than $20.
You think? It's a big... Oh, nobody can see. It's a really big TV.
It's a 27-inch CRT.
Yeah, but it's a friggin' monster. That thing has to weigh about 50 pounds.
I'm sure, like 30 or 40 pounds, yeah.
Yeah. It's a huge old TV. But that's the thing in San Francisco. I've never bought any electronics except for my computer.
And that's fine, but like if I were to spend the effort to try and get rid of it. I don't know if you've tried to sell something on Craigslist.
No.
It's a pain in the ass because half the people flake. You'll set up an appointment. You'll wait for them. They'll flake.
Yeah.
The other half come and they look at it and they're like, it's not really what I was looking for. I'm like, I had a fucking picture and specs on the fucking ad that I posted, and you're like, no, it's not what I was looking for.
So you're just gonna put it out on the street with a sign that says free?
Yeah.
Works free. That's good. I hate the people who don't put now. I have 3 TVs.
You need a 4th.
I don't really.
For your Xbox.
I have 3 TVs. I use one. I have 2. I have 2 TVs in a room that just sit there, gathering dust. Because people keep giving me their TVs. Like this has happened a million times.
Adam's everybody's charity case.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's odd because I don't really care if I never have a TV. But for some reason, people
because you wouldn't play games.
I wouldn't play. Yeah, I want to play games, but I can get by without them. I've just discovered Amazon.com. I've been getting all these.
I told you to get shit on Amazon.
I've been getting tons of shit on Amazon.com now because I found out you can get used trade backs for dirt cheap. Like right now, I'm holding up the Essential X Factor Volume 1, usually $20. I got it for $3. $3
and shipped.
Shipping $3 more.
Well, so you need if you buy a lot, you get Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Free shipping, free 2-day shipping.
And how much does Amazon Prime cost?
$49.
See,
but see my TV, which I think would have been free shipping anyway. But I ordered a whole bunch of crap online.
Mm-hmm.
Like I ordered 2 HDMI cables, and a couple games, the Venture Brothers discs, which I got hooked on at Comic-Con. I had not seen the freaking Venture Brothers.
I can't believe you've never seen Venture Brothers.
I think I told this story, but I'll tell it again.
Did.
Because some people don't listen.
Yeah, but they know.
I waited in line for freaking. I wanted to go to. I think it was Glee or something retarded like that.
By the way, everybody drink.
Yeah.
You went to the Glee rally.
Drink twice because that was me saying it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, oh, go see how bad the line is for this room so I know how early to get here. And then the line's like nothing, and I just got in line and went in and saw these dudes talk about this show I'd never heard of.
Well, it's amazing that the Venture Brothers line was like nothing because the Venture Brothers is probably one of the... might be the best...
Adult Swim or cartoon?
Maybe up there with the best cartoon series.
Yeah?
That's out. You know, I mean, when you're talking about best cartoon series... It's like Family Guy, of course, right? You know, all those ones, Simpsons, yada yada. But once you get out of that upper echelon of like the established,
long-standing franchises. Yeah.
Venture Brothers, is right up there. It's better than Boondocks, and I love Boondocks. You know.
See, I just have not watched Cartoon Network in eons.
You can watch this shit online.
I just don't do it.
You should.
So, anyway, I got Venture Brothers.
Yeah. Well, here's some more because I watch tons of cartoons.
Yeah, but mostly when he's high, so it kind of...
Yeah, I still remember him. So here are the cartoons that you should be watching.
I still remember him.
Venture Brothers, definitely. Boondocks is definitely worth watching just because it's the amazing thing where it's like I watch it and I laugh and I don't know if I'm being racist or if I'm not because it's really racially charged. And sometimes you watch it, you feel guilty. But then you're like, should I feel guilty? Like it's weird. It's weird. Uncle Ruckus drives me nuts.
Next.
Anyway, The Misadventures of Flapjack, hilarious, just hilarious. Adventure Time, one of the most adult cartoons I've ever seen, but designed for kids. Chowder, great, amazing, and of course Metalocalypse. You know Metalocalypse. Oh God, Jeff.
I don't know a single thing you're talking about.
Okay, Metalocalypse is amazing. It's a heavy metal band that becomes the 4th largest economic power in the world because they've become so
Bill
popular.
and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, except everybody dies and these people don't care about anyone. Like it's hilarious.
Okay.
And ultra violent, amazing. Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I've seen Aqua Teen.
There you go, buddy.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force is old though.
Yeah, I know.
That's been on for like 10 years.
I was well, that's why I said it like that because I was hoping that you've seen this.
I've heard though that it's kind of long in the tooth now.
It's it gets a feeling. They still throw out a couple good episodes.
Yeah.
Every once in a while they consistently make me laugh. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, maybe it's time to find a new project for these people, you know, because it's like it's one of those cartoons where the animation, it's minimal amount of animation.
Yeah.
You know, like they use the same footage over and over again. That's why Meatwad only turns into an igloo and a hot dog for the first 7 years. You know, like I don't know. I think they could do something new. I think the characters have been explored. You know, but other cartoon shows. I mean,
That's plenty.
That's plenty.
I want to go back
Super
to talking
Jail.
about my awesome TV that I got.
We're not talking about your
It's a
TV.
Samsung 3D TV.
Nobody wants to hear about
comes
your
with
TV.
a free Blu-ray player and,
Oh,
and
God,
3D
Jesus.
starter
Nobody
kit.
cares about the TV,
I
Jeff.
care about the TV.
I let you talk about it long enough.
It's coming Wednesday.
Oh, God.
I'll have it in time for the video recording that we do on Thursdays.
What does that even have to do with anything?
Hello, ladies.
What you're gonna show video of your new TV?
That's a good idea.
No.
Thanks for giving
we
it
will
to
lose subscribers.
We
Nobody
don't
wants
have
to-
any subscribers.
We have subscribers.
Really, the only subscribers there are Ionu,
yeah.
Dusty, and the 98 number guy at vtex.com.
Well, I'm not talking about for. Are you talking about for the podcast or for the videos?
The videos we got like 6 more people.
Yeah, and I want to keep those 9 people watching the videos, and that's why I'm vetoing.
Oh, we're getting our first paycheck for the videos on Monday. So we should definitely be able to get at least one item on the value menu at McDonald's Monday, which will be
you
huge.
know what? They got new deal: 2 fish sandwiches for $4.
I don't think it'll cover that.
I saw it on the side of a bus.
Yeah, but I don't think the check's
You don't
gonna
think we
cover
got
that. No.
Oh well.
I think the check might get us small fry.
Here's something to talk about. I started playing Dragon Age again.
Again?
Again.
Why?
Well, because I wanted to play it. I've never beaten it.
That game sucks.
No, it's really good.
That game still sucks.
I think the fact that I've played it 3 times
Just means you're stupid.
No, I can't beat it. I don't know why I can't beat this game.
You can't beat it because you don't know what to do, or you get to the end and you're incapable of completing the task that it's
I've never
asking.
gotten to the end. It's a really long game. And like I'll get to a certain place and then I'll be like, you know, it'd be cool if I was a ranger, and then I'll start the game all over again.
That's how World of Warcraft is, though.
Yeah.
Like, people wonder why people have alts, and you get to the end game and you're like, wonder what it's like being a hunter.
Yeah.
And you start all over. I just hit level 80 on my 4th tune because of lack of anything to do at work lately. But
well, here's the thing. I'm playing an evil wizard, right? And I'm going uber evil, right? Just crazy evil through this. There's missions and stuff that you can't complete unless you make the good decisions. Like, you can't defend this town unless you go to these people and like persuade them to help the town. It's driving me nuts. Like, if I can be evil, I should just be evil. I should be able to go to the town and be like,
be forced to be good. Just like good players shouldn't have to force to be
evil.
Evil, yeah.
I should be able to go to the town and they're like, "Oh, we need help with the thing." I should be able to be like, Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own thing because I'm evil. Like, that's one thing that drives me crazy. Another thing that drives me crazy is to be evil. You have to answer questions in the most stupid way possible. So, like, the king will be there. It'll be like, "Oh, will you help us defend the village?" And your options are, "Of course I will, my sire. What's in it for me?" Or it's like, "How dare you even ask me if I want," you know? And so you have to pick the awful one. But it's like, if you're really evil, you'll say something like, "Oh, of course I will," and then you'll backstab the king.
You'll shank him.
That's what I want to do, but I
Yeah.
don't get evil points that way. And then my girlfriend hates me. My girlfriend's Morgan in the game. She ends up hating me because of it. It's driving me nuts. Like,
That game's awful. Okay, I'm
No,
gonna
it's a
change the
great
subject
game.
like you did with my TV. Last subject of the day.
This is the last one.
Yes.
You get to determine it's the last one.
Yes.
Why?
Because
Because you're the
I
top.
do the editing.
Is that it? You're the top.
Drink.
There you go.
Comics, except that was intentional.
Yeah.
So that's an optional drink.
You should drink.
Comics, I started reading again. Now, people have complained about my comic knowledge.
Yeah.
Somewhat your comic knowledge.
I have great comic knowledge.
Whatever, you go read the comments on YouTube. But
They can kiss my grits.
I just started reading Blackest Night, which I know is old, but it was
Yeah.
one of the comics I ordered from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And Chew. Did you read Chew?
I haven't read you.
It's good. It's a guy, and some people are going to be like, "Of course, Chew's the fucking best comic." But whatever. It's a guy who's a Sibopath, I think that's what they call him, but he can, by eating something, tell, like, its history. He has flashbacks of, like...
Oh, that is the worst power.
It's the worst power ever, so he only eats beets. Beets are the only thing he doesn't see this for. But he gets connected in this crimes division
I just wait.
That they're responsible for eating like cut off fingers to find out what happened to the person who. Yeah.
You know, but this is the worst
It's
power.
disturbing but awesome at the same time.
That is a horrible power. You'd never be able to eat at a restaurant.
Exactly. He eats beet salads everywhere he goes.
Ugh.
I know. It's a terrible life, but it makes a funny comic. I will loan it to you so you can talk about it next week.
I really want to read this. That is just the worst. It reminds me of some...
And it's CHUEW, like
Chew?
eating. Chew.
Yeah, it reminds me... I kind of like that with characters whose power doesn't seem... Like, there's a horrible drawback to it, or it just doesn't seem powerful or useless. You know, like...
like Wolverine?
Well, no, Wolverine's very useful. But I read this one novel. I forget the name of it. But it was about this woman who had a superpower. Her superpower was she could keep things. That was it. Like, if she gets something, you can't take it away from her.
Yeah.
But it ends up being the coolest power in the world. You find out, you know, throughout it, because it's like if you're her friend and somebody tries to kill you, yeah, they can't really kill you because she owns you as your friend. So it makes everybody she knows invincible.
We might post this on YouTube too, just because extra content for the people who only look at us on YouTube. Email us, podcastwakygamer.com. Next week, we will be talking about random shit again.
More random shit.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, again.
More random shit.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, again.
More random shit.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, again.
More random shit.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, again.
More random shit.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, again.